Hi everyone, thank you for stopping in. I hope you've enjoyed the backlog of videos that I've uploaded. I've made a few videos in February and March, and for one reason or another, they didn't make it to YouTube. I didn't upload them. So finally took out the time to do it. And I'm glad that you've watched them. And I'm glad you're watching this video. So the one that I uploaded immediately before this one, I showed you my hair before washing it. And now I'm going to show you what it looked like. This is 2 weeks after retwisting it. Now, I don't do the super tight, get every strand in there retwist to begin with. I don't even use clips. I just twist it and keep going. And the front is prone to getting real fuzzy. But I kind of don't mind that, though. I don't mind that at all, really. I've also combined a couple, and when I won't say combine, I'll say eliminate. Here's one, that is one. I eliminated 3 locks, and what I mean by that is this. There is a lock that looked too scrawny. I wanted my locks to be small, but that one was just a little bit too scrawny for my taste. So let's imagine that I'm going to cut this one. Look at it, cut probably to about right there, and then all of this loose hair, I would divide it among the locks that are around it. So that's what I did with this one here. Has some new hair on it, and there's a couple more like that, and I'm probably going to do a few more like that as time goes on. I think that's the method of combining that I'm going to use, so I don't have to worry about the 2-headed dragons. Speaking of combining locks, who knows? On the one hand, I like having these, but I've been seeing pictures of people with the thicker locks, and I said, ooh, that looks really nice. I think I like that. You know, I think it's really interesting that once you get locks, or just with life in general, your tastes change. And at one time, I thought the smaller the better. And now that I have locks, and I'm seeing people who are doing wonderful things with their thick rope-like locks, and it's making me consider combining all of mine to the point that I might only have, I don't know, 20 or so. I don't know if I'll actually do that. I think I'm going to keep this because there's something kind of interesting about this, because my locks, the sections are small, but the locks themselves are fat compared to their section, and I think that's rather interesting, and I haven't seen that too often. I really haven't seen that on anyone else. If you know of someone else, especially someone else on YouTube who has small fat locks, we'll call it that, let me know, because I'd love to check those people out. So far, anyone who's had sections as small as mine, their locks are very compressed. That was my phone to make that sound. Okay. Their locks are very compressed, and they are cylindrical and uniform, but it's obvious that they have small locks, whereas mine are small locks with a big spirit. Let's call it that. And I dig that. So maybe I'll just keep this. Let's get in there, because around the hairline you can't really tell too much about how, let's say how good I retwisted my hair, but I really did do a good job. Honestly, I did. Let's get up in there. And as you can see, especially up in here, there's a lot more loose hair, and it just is like that. I wish I knew of a way to make it to make this part come all the way up to here, so that all of this will be locked, and I just have only an inch or two of, well, no, only an inch of the loose hair. But I'll just have to let the locks do what they do. What I am going to do, though, is show you a couple styles that I do when I feel like styling, because most of the time I'm just out and about like this. However, my hair is getting to a point where it gets in my face. I'm doing something, I'm cooking, I'm bending over to do something, and it all gets in my face, and I need to get it out. So I'll be back to show you a couple things that I do to get it out of my face that only take a couple minutes. One thing I like to use, easiest thing, we've all done it before probably, at least you've seen it on someone else before, is to grab a scarf or a bandana such as this here, and then I will just wrap this up like this and tie it Right. I'm not, we're not reinventing the wheel here. Pull that back. There, it looks nice. And of course, with the universal beauty tool of lipstick and earrings, your eye's going to look pretty decent. I'm going to do a single knot because I'm probably going to take it right out. So either I do that and fluff the ends out like that, or I'll take a bandana the same size, usually the same one. I tend to buy colorful scarves that match with everything, or at least coordinate with everything, and wear them for multiple days. All right, so here we go. Same scarf, roll it up a little bit more. Bend over, get all of my hair up. Let me see, I'll probably be out of frame when I do this. Bend over. I'll just come back up. Okay, so I bent over to get all of my hair in, and I could either do it like this or the high ponytail to stay in frame like that. Yeah, high ponytail. This, that, out the door. Lipstick and earrings, the cure to all evils. And there. Ready for the day. If you have fuzzy edges, I wouldn't even bother with retwisting. I would probably just tie a scarf on here a few minutes before heading out the door, or on the way to wherever you're going, and then take it loose once you get there. But I don't even fool with that. I just run out of here. Okay. Then also, let's say if you want some of your hair up, the half pony, which in my case is more like let's say a third pony, maybe a third of my hair. Just get it up like this and like this. And I put it up kind of high, even though I have a high forehead. But height on my hairstyles, at least in my opinion, it looks good on me. Well, let me rephrase that. I like the way it looks on me. So I keep doing it. And that's just the way it is. Okay, so get one of, you've seen these flexi clips before from one of my previous videos. Metal construction here, very important with especially with your locks, with your dreads. Just put that on like that and loop it through. There. And I got some alfalfa sprouts that want to stick up here. Sometimes I just let them toss it like that. And there. So this is much prettier than just going out of the house with a rubber band in your head. And I've been guilty of getting what I call the broccoli bands, those purple or blue bands that you get on your produce like broccoli or asparagus. I'm real good for grabbing one of those. But I said, no, let's kick it up a little bit. All right, let's get in closer with that. Let's get in and get a closer look at my retwist. Now, around the hairline is just nice and fuzzy now, but it used to look like this. Let's get into the crown. So you see what I mean about having, wait, I can't, wait, I have to part my hair so I can see what's in the camera. Okay. You see what I mean about the several inches of loose hair from here to here. Let's say from here to here is pretty solid, but then right up in here is loose hair. I can easily comb that out with no problem. So I'm wondering, especially those of you with more experience with locks, what can I do to make this area, basically just to make it lock up here? See, I'd be more satisfied if, let's say, if from here to here looked like this and the rest of the hair was locked. But all of this, once it unravels, is really no fun to deal with. But I'm